No, no! Oh my god. The bots win today, guys. Fuck me. Well, unbelievable. Well, thank you guys for still being here. Sorry about that. Apparently, I'm not allowed to ban people on my own stream because, I don't know, for no reason in particular, I guess. That's so annoying. Why? I guess phone streaming is not as stable as other streaming, but who knows? Anyway, can you ban words? I can. I guess I'm now completely robbed of my money. I guess I just need to ban the best followers, primes, and viewers on blank because that's really what keeps happening here. I'm sorry you lost all. Sorry you lost all your money to the follower bot. It's brutal. I do love that though. Be gone, bot. Rest in Beppis. Well, can't have them all, I guess. Can't have your cake and eat it too, apparently. And I'm happy though. That shit looks good. Alright. You could just ban the sentence and it'll stop showing up until the next bot who does it slightly differently. Yeah. It's fine. As long as you guys don't... As long as you real ones don't run off and, whatever. I don't have any mods in my chat right now. I'm all alone in the wild jungle of it all. Ah! It's still so weird how it's like, oh, you want to ban this person? Okay, your stream's over now. Excuse me? Oh my god, I need a new piece. We can pretend we don't see it. Well, at least, like, my chat doesn't show up in this stream. Man. Now I've got to make it a fucking two-parter on my fucking YouTube when I upload it. Unbelievable. Okay, this clay is just not cooperating with me. I think it's also my hands. Fucking gloves are too powdered. Ugh. I hate it. These, like, powdery gloves are only helpful if you're, like, skinning or something, because then you can, like, swap gloves really easily and your hand sweat doesn't interfere, but for doing shit like this, it's real annoying. Okay, wow. Goodbye. Goodbye, Clay, to never be seen again. Be gone, Clay. It's my friend's nickname, I can't say that. I love him. You know what? I think I have to give this foot a light dusting of water. Just cause shit's not sticking to it. If you're trying to adhere this epoxy clay to completely dry surface, sometimes it just does not want to stick. So I have to lightly wet it down. A dusting or a misting? I guess it is misting. Also, that went all the way down my sleeve. Nice. That's one reason why I love that these airbrushes have caps on it, because I'm like so used to just like mixing stuff in the airbrush that I just do this while I'm painting and then I get fucking like paint all over me. Because, like a smart hand, I forgot to put the lid on. Or I just forget. I have an air compressor at work and water gets into it somehow. Doesn't it have like a water reservoir in it in general for like the pressure? Because there's a like tank in there that holds liquids of sorts. Just missed the hell out of the thing. I'm blowing out. Oh my god. What are you using an airbrush for? Tiny ball of clay, please come out and play. Tiny ball of clay, please do what I say. You're not doing what I want you to be doing. Great. There. Is it the condensation buildup? Oh, we use it to remove dust from equipment. That makes sense. Yeah. That's what I'm saying, because they collect water in there. Because pressure, compressor, water, I don't know. I just use and clean the thing. I don't know how it works. Shoot it to the ground to clean it? Yeah. Whoosh! Be gone, water! Yeah, that might not be great for electrical equipment. But that's the same with like air in a can. Like the pressure just freezes it. Just condensation. These need to be a lot smaller. Yeah, here. Yeah, I'm really glad I learned how to use an airbrush in film school. It's so nice to be able to not only learn how to use the thing, but have enough experience to fix the thing when it breaks on you. Or like when it stops working properly, instead of being like, I don't know how to fix this thing. To just be able to like dismantle it and be like, oh, that's the problem. It's just really nice. Running diagnostics on it, you know? Because like airbrushes are also really expensive, so you don't ever want to think that you've broken it. And sometimes they do break, and it's beyond repair. But most of the time it's just because it needs to be cleaned really good. Okay, Tiny Clay, you are not small enough. Which is funny because my friend Clay is quite large. Anyway, I feel like this is a nice, like, relaxing stream to have on in the background. Because of, like, the white noise from my heater. Unless you're not into that sort of thing, then I apologize. But I'm happy that y'all are liking these streams and, you know, hanging out, because it's nice to be able to, you know, be productive at work while also being on stream, so that, you know, those of you who are subbed actually get more content out of this. Because, you know, I'm not the most consistent streamer out there. But I'm glad that all over the interwebs, out of all the people who could watch, do shit, I'm glad y'all are liking me being here. I prefer no noise over people who blast background music. And having a good time here? Nice, 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 nice. Good, excellent. Because I love what I do, and this is not something I really share over the internet, aside from my, like, shitpost account. I'll post, like, my taxidermy stuff there and shit, because, you know, I know friends who are interested, and I can show them there. it's nice to be able to show you guys cool, neat, interesting things and creatures and stuff like that. And this keeps me working good. Because it's, you know, it's that one part of your brain is running while the other is just, like, mechanically doing things. And it's just like, my brain can have a nice little sit and a nice little chat with you guys while my hands work. It's a good system. It's been going well. And it's been helping me pull the longer hours as well, which is nice. Yeah. It's like reaching over, trying to fucking see. I realize I can spin this motherfucker around pretty easily. Should probably take more advantage of that, huh? That's the nice thing too, because it's like this stream also allows people to, you know, play music in the background and listen to whatever the fuck they want. You, they, people. Because, like, usually I play my own SoundCloud music, which is not, it's not exactly the best, so, it's nice that while I'm working, I get to listen to my own music, and that I then get to chat with you guys. It's, what I'm saying is it's a good system, and that I appreciate you guys being here, and that I'm kind of surprised that this is actually entertaining to watch. Cause like, I know that like, visually it's not exactly the most stimulating thing to be watching. I'm just kind of mundanely sticking things onto things. But you guys are here for my rockin' personality, right? It's too big. It's still so funny how my friend freaking rated me just as I'm talking about how fucking weird I am. Love that for me. At least it lets people know what they're getting into, you know? Little dots, little dots, little dots and little spots. It was really funny. My mom was, she's been making my sister like a really beautiful wool coat. And for the buttons, she's doing the finishing work, which is, you have, this is gonna look kind of graphic. So you have the buttonhole, and the way to like do the fancy finishing work is you take thread and wrap it around just wrap it around the loop, and then close it that way, and that way it has like really nice like edge stitching around it, and that includes a lot of like squeezing and like really just yanking on your fingers here. And she was like, I don't know how the fuck you do that for a living. Like, just, I don't know how you do it. And I'm like, with a lot of pain, to be fair. A lot of hand ache. Taxidermy makes me take sacrifices for my other hobbies. But it's all good. Because at least I love what I'm doing when I am in pain. Plus you just kind of like learn to ignore it and work through it. But I do stretch my hands quite a bit and stuff, so I'm not neglecting them, if that's what you are concerned about. I take very good care of my hands and try my best to keep them in tip-top shape, because I will need them for a long time. And I don't need to be getting arthritis at a fucking young-ass age. Because that doesn't work out with my plan. My plan of being an artist forever. It's also why I'm glad I'm ambidextrous. Because I'm like, if one hand craps out on me, still have the other one. The perfect plan. Hand kink. My hand kink is just working hands. I just think they're so hot. Like, I love hands, not gonna lie. I think they're, like, some people just have such, like, beautiful, elegant hands. Like, dainty, and, like, they always look like they're floating through space. And I'm like, oh my god, your hands are so beautiful. And then I'm like, I got these stubby little grabbers. They're looking more and more rough by the day. And I love it. Just all about it. Makes me, like, super proud. Because I'm like, hell yeah, look at these working hands. They're going through some shit. Chakra manipulators. That's why I got the tattoo that I did. My hands are sneaky little grabbers, and that's just what raccoons are. And I am a raccoon at heart. It's really funny though, because my dad, like, talking about my hand tattoo, was like, why a raccoon? I was like, so many reasons for a raccoon. Like, I am a raccoon. I am a little nighttime trash panda. And, my first shoulder mount for a person, like my first taxidermy piece, for a client was a roadkill raccoon. And then when I was at my deepest depression, I was alone at night, sitting in my basement suite here. It's like 15. It was day 2 of my insomnia. So it was like the second day of being awake. And it was, I think it was like 3 a.m. or something. I just, outside my window, I just hear little, like, pattering of, like, footsteps. And I was like, what the fuck is that? And I look out my window, and from my window I can see my balcony stairs, and I look up, and then there's just one raccoon going up the stairs, and I was like, what the fuck? And then another raccoon goes up the stairs, and I watched 5 raccoons climb up, and they were just having a party on my balcony at 3 a.m. And it was just, it, like, really made my day, and actually made me feel a lot better. It's like, I'm not alone. There's a bunch of little trash pandas hanging around my backyard having a party. I wish I was invited. It was cute. It was very, I don't know. The isolation felt a little less strong that day. Plus, they're just so goddamn cute. And they've got a big attitude, even though they're small and chunk. We spend all the time squishing our toe beans and get nothing done. True. Yeah, like, really, they were having a full-ass, like, balcony party, and, like, after they were done partying, I saw them all climbing down the stairs again, and there were 7 of them. I was like, god damn. Just having a good old time. And there was this, one time where a mother raccoon climbed into our attic and was sitting in the ceiling and actually had her little babies in our freaking ceiling. And our ceilings are pretty high. They're like 9 feet tall. And so we tried every like passive way of getting rid of the raccoons without, you know, harming her or the little babies, because we could hear them. And so we taped our living room speakers to the ceiling because they don't like loud noise. So what we did is we played Will Smith's Millennium on like full blast all day for like 3 days straight. And Mama did not want to go, and she must have been pretty into Will Smith. She just stuck around. She was like, this is a pretty dandy place. I can sacrifice my hearing for, you know, a nice warm place to have my nest. But the good thing about raccoons is when you displace them, the mother raccoon always has a second den somewhere. So she's always moving the pups between the two nests. So we knew that when we got her out of our place, she already had a place for them. But it got to the point where we actually had to get a guy in to crawl into our attic and take the pups and move them to the side of our house in a like secluded little bush where they could cry for their mom, and then she would come pick them up. And oh my god, they were so freaking cute. Because the guy came down holding them. There's 3 of them, tiny little things. Just, oh, so adorable. Baby raccoons are so fucking cute. Holy shit. But probably won't you think you're cooler than me. But yeah, like, these little trash pandas have a lot of attitude, man. They are not scared of anything. I aspire to be like a raccoon. And I think I've achieved it. Been told multiple times that I am much like a raccoon, and I'm like, yeah, you're not incorrect. So that's the reason I have a raccoon paw print tattooed on. Oh, raccoon paw tattooed on me. If you do want to see it, I'll show you real quick. I'm not gonna post it anywhere. But this is a real tattoo, and I love it because it bends with me. It's my little helper. It helps me with everything I do. And it's so fucking cute. I love it so much. This tattoo makes me so happy. Cause like all my other tattoos, like I can't look at them all the time. And with this one, I can, you know, always ogle it and enjoy it. And that's the thing, yeah, it's a hand next to a hand. It's like it has its hand on me and it's like reaching for whatever I'm trying to do. So when I'm like texting people, I just giggle because there's this paw moving along with my hand. I'm like, thank you, sir, for helping me type. God fucking get it. This clay is drying out a little bit too much. Why can't you look at them all the time? Well, most of my tattoos are in places where I can't see them all the time. Because, so I have my hand tattoo. So I currently have 12 tattoos. I have all of these tattooed, and then I have this tattoo. And then my other tattoo is on my neck. I have another one on my arm here. And then I have 2 on my ankle, and then I have this one on my hand. And this one under my ribs. So I don't see them on a daily basis. Like if I have long sleeves on, I can't see my arm tattoo. You offer someone a hand and show them their tattoo. I've been doing that. To people. I go and shake their hand and I like purposefully like angle my hand so they can see it. I'm like, let us shake your hand. That's the thing. I don't want anybody to ever copy any of my tattoos because they're extremely personal to me, and I, you know, they're for my body. The thought of somebody getting the same tattoo in the same place, like, oh god, that hurts me so bad. 'Cause I'm like, I don't want some basic ass bitch to share the same like body topography as me. I paid to have this done by an artist who created a thing for me, you know? Like, I want to keep it that way. But honestly, it's like, who's a big enough of a freak to get what I got tattooed and where it is? Not many people, that's for fucking sure. But yeah, the reason I got this tattoo where it is now is also because I want this whole, like, my whole arm to be just like all oddities tattoos, like taxidermy related, just like creepy like skulls, and I want a shark on it and stuff like that. And I was like, it's gonna be a full sleeve, so I might as well work my way from my bottom to the top as we go along. So the hand starts, wears down her real hands. Through work she'll have her tattoo hands. Exactly. You get it. You understand. That was my main concern though when I was like the week before getting my tattoo. I was working on like I was doing woodworking and carving out foam with a Sawzall and like using my box cutters and shit like that. I was so worried that I was gonna cut myself in the area that was gonna get tattooed, man. I was so fucking worried. And then I did not. I basically was unscathed that entire week. Except I did get like a few cuts like here, but like just not where my tattoo is gonna be. I was like, fuck yes, thank you. Thanks me for being more careful. It is interesting though, because when I first started taxidermy and like skinning stuff, I used to cut myself all the time. But like as you learn and you gain more experience, you learn where to put your hand, and like you just become more confident in how you're wielding your tools, so you just stop injuring yourself. Which is really nice. You don't have to pour hydrogen peroxide all over my hands all the time. It's really funny because my dad cut himself a while ago, pretty deep, and he was like, well, I don't really want to like go to the hospital or anything, but like the moment it happened, I was right there, hydrogen peroxide, poured it on, wrapped it, and I was like, alright, hospital we go. But the doctor was like, well, like, I know that hydrogen peroxide like cleans stuff, but it like delays healing by a bit, and like blah blah. And it's like, yeah, but it fully cleans out everything, and it adds like, I don't know, a day to healing or something. I would much rather a wound be extremely clean and then my body go in to fix shit up after it's cleaned than, you know, dealing with infection of some sort. I'm just a huge sip for peroxide, alright? I understand. Only for medical reasons. Okay? No happy fun meth time, alright? Shit's too expensive. Jokes, guys. Jokes. Oh my god. Such a dumb angle to do this on, but I can't do it any better. Okay, I guess you fucking live there now. God damn it. What's up, dog? Alright. Yeah, that's like my main concern when it comes to my tattoos, is just like I'll injure myself and I'll scratch my tattoo. I'm like, well shit, now I have to get that area re-tattooed. Or I might just lob it off and then, you know, farewell tattoo forever. I genuinely do think that I'm gonna like lose my thumb or something in the future. This guy has been through a lot. I haven't even been doing taxidermy that long, so, you know, I've got a whole entire fucking career to go. Plenty of opportunity to lose at them. That is for sure. It's funny though, because like, of course I'm really glad I haven't like injured myself horrifically or anything like that, but like, Alan keeps getting stitches for random dumb shit, and I'm like, I'm the one doing the like hard labor shit. Why are you getting stitches? I should be the one who gets stitches. I'm like jealous for all the wrong reasons. I'm sure my time will come. But I'm also lucky because my body heals itself really fast. So with any kind of like big cuts or injuries and shit, I generally heal pretty quick. Like the other day I sliced my thumb open and was bleeding for, I don't know, like a good 45 minutes or something. But like not gushing blood or anything, but just like consistently bleeding. Small amounts over time. But like within, like by the end of the day, my body had already pretty much closed most of it. And it was good to go. So I'm like, shout out to you, buddy. Thank you. Very convenient for me. Son of a bitch. Oh, you bugger. I need new clay. Shit's just gonna keep not sticking. Oy, oy. I'm super happy though. Like, this foot looks fucking good. Like, it's the kind of thing where you really have to go, like, get over imposter syndrome when you're running your own company. Because it's like, there's a reason why you take people's money and you take on jobs. It's because you can deliver and, like, return an awesome project. Like, in the back of your head, you're like, is it gonna look good? I don't know. Is it gonna be good? I don't know. How am I gonna do this? And then you figure out how to do it, and then you do it, and it looks awesome, and you're like, great. But it's always the thing of, like, trust the process. Because, like, going from, like, just shitty bone nothing to just all of this is, like, takes many, 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 many hours, but it is so worth it. Because, just good at what you do. I'm just good at my job. I'm happy that I can say that. Honestly, if something doesn't work out, try again. And I figure it out. Oh, you know what I hate? I get crocodile tears when I yawn. So it's just like anytime I yawn, I have like Studio Ghibli level, just tears in my eyes. And I'm like, please, I don't want to wipe away my tears right now. Inconveniencing me. So rude. Anyone else have Ghibli tears? It's like, I used to say it was crocodile tears, and then I watched Ghibli movies, and I was like, oh no, I got Ghibli tears, man. Big old welling up giant ass tears. Get out of my eyes. Ugh. Anyway. So it's like after I yawn, I look like I cried. I'm like, I'm okay. But I can yawn on command, and when I was doing acting, I could cry on command because I cry when I yawn. It's very funny. That's right. I'm an extremely impressive person. It's really funny. Like, I've always loved acting, but I've, like, never thought of it as a career option because I've always thought of way weirder career shit to do. When I was a kid, like 3-4 years old, one of my goal jobs was to be a mob boss. Just dead ass. Commit crimes, make a shit ton of money, and then have lackeys who commit crimes for me, and then I can sit in one of those really big spinny chairs and have a big old desk, and then people bring people to my desk and I can spit on them. Like, throw them in with the fishes. Tie him down with cement blocks and make sure he never sees the light of day again. And then just like ash a cigarette on them. And that's me at 5 years old. So, I went from that to wanting to be a paleontologist, to wanting to be a marine biologist, to wanting to be a movie director, and then to taxidermist. And then back to movie, film, makeup artist, and then back to taxidermy again. Wanted to be a taxidermist through that whole time, but never saw it as like a valid career option, so insanely lucky to be where I am. Happy to be here. And that is for fucking sure. Not every day you get to be in a field that doesn't have any teaching here. But because I've had multiple people ask me, like ask my company if I take on apprentices, and I'm like, hell nah, shawty, not here. Sorry. But a big thing with taxidermy, it's a very gatekeeping trade because you obviously don't want to train your competition. And if your competition is better at taxidermy than you, then, you know, you now have a student who is going to be better than you. And that's just life.
Hello, my dear. Are you okay?
Yeah.
You look kind of like you cried or something.
Like here?
Yeah.
I plucked my
Oh,
rib.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
It activates your sinuses.
You were saying I was crying.
I mean,
In front of the internet people.
You're embarrassing me in front of the internet.
Yeah, I don't know this Aerogen. Aerogen?
That's Miara.
Oh.
Aerokin.
Well, how am I supposed to know that? That's
mean-
not what that means.
It's true. You good?
Yeah, oh, great.
Look.
Very good. Very raptory.
Right? Old Pete is done.
You're gonna paint him yellow?
I have to look up exactly what colors they are.
That's probably what it is, right?
Most likely, yes.
I was confused when I saw how you had glazed over it and everything, and I was like, what are you doing? Before you did any of the detailing?
Oh,
I
like
didn't
just
realize,
filled
because
it
I
all
thought
in?
I thought it had worn down or something. I didn't realize it was just straight bone.
Bone and sinew is what they're.
Yeah, I'm gonna read, and then I'm gonna
Read.
I'm gonna read and be
Head on to the
naked,
bed.
so yeah, I won't be in here.
Hey. You don't want to be in here and naked in front of the internet?
I mean, I don't care about that. It's cold. That's the problem.
That is true. It's
Yeah.
not that cold in here.
Oh, my feet are cold.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
not very comfy. I guess it's more what I mean.
Yes.
But I love you.
I love you too, baby. Scandalo. My husband just smacked his ass at me. I can't believe it. Don't tell him I told you guys that. It's just us girlfriends. For fun. Too big? Question mark? Slightly? Just birds being birds. That's a big thing too. I'm really lucky I have a family who supports what I do. It's my very first taxidermy job I got when my mentor was, thank you, Neon. My very first taxidermy job that I got, oh my god, was to skin out a moose head. So, just imagine me. Moose head is like this big, and at that point my mentor hadn't taught me how to skin things yet. And so bring it home, I'm in the garage, just me and a giant ass moose head, and I'm just in there with a fucking knife, just like hacking away at it, just trying to get everything off of the fucking skull so that I could process the skull. And my parents walked in, like, on and off, just like, I'm glad you like what you're doing, sweetie. But it's like my mom's also fascinated, just gonna come in here every hour, fix that damn posture. Thank you. But like my mom's really fascinated by what I do also. But like the fact that my parents are cool with me, you know, dismantling an entire animal in the garage is, I'm extremely lucky for it. Most parents, I don't think, would appreciate that. But, you know, they don't have to deal with it. Just visually, it's very startling. It was a very difficult time because if you don't know what you're doing, it also just takes a really long time. You would be surprised how attached to the skull skin and muscle tissue is. So if you don't know how to take it off properly, then you're gonna be there for hours lobbing that shit off. And it was a lot. I was very overwhelmed by the end of it, by the smell, by the sight of everything. Just like, it haunted me for a while. It took me a good while to get used to skinning and being okay with, you know, dealing with dead animal like that. 'Cause, you know, it's mano a mano. You are just there with a deceased animal, and it's just, you know, it's up to you to take care of it and do what you need to do with it. And, because, like, I'd watched a lot of nature documentaries. I had watched a ton of documentaries on taxidermy and all that kind of stuff. And, like, I've seen, like, biologists skin out specimens and all that kind of stuff. And I was just, like, fascinated. And I was so excited to start doing that. But to, like, watch it is one thing. But to, like, have it be tangible and, like, to feel it and to smell everything and just, like, the whole experience is just so vividly like in there. It's such a personal experience that it's just like, took me a while to get used to it, but like now it doesn't matter at all. I'm totally fine with it. It's I'm very desensitized to it, but like it used to haunt me in my sleep. Like I used to feel the whole skinning process like in my hands in my sleep. And it was gross and very difficult for a good while. But it all comes with, like, experience, you know, and practice and confidence. So it, you know, got better. I'm fine now. Took a while, but we got there. So that's one thing I always tell people with taxidermy and stuff. Like, you always, with taxidermy, see the finished project. Like, you see the finished product. You see this stage. What you don't see is the whole skinning stage and the whole cleaning stage and, like, just how long you have to be exposed to a raw, dead creature. So I always tell people, like, people who ask me if I can take them on as an apprentice, I'm like, absolutely follow your dreams, like, try to get schooling somewhere from somebody, not me, but, you know, be aware that most of taxidermy is dirty work. It is, I mean, oh my god, this past season with the bears, oof. I think there's a new Google search for, if you Google prepping bear for taxidermy, it shows like a kind of rundown of how a taxidermist would prepare the specimen for taxidermy, not how a hunter can preserve the animal to bring to a taxidermist to start the process. So I've had 3 bears come in. Okay, this is graphic and gross. If you guys don't like dead animal talk, do not listen. I understand completely. But basically, over the last year, there's been a lot of hunters who have skinned the animal, left the head in, left the paws in, which is what you're supposed to do. Those are all good steps. That is a good start. And then instead of getting it into a freezer, they decide to throw salt all over the animal. And either, the most amazing one was a guy went hunting with his buddies, shot the bear, skinned it all the way through, and then salted it, and then put it outside outside their campground on a tarp with another tarp over top of it, and just it was like that for 3 days. A carcass exposed in the woods for 3 days. I'll let you guess what happens. I'll let you guess what happens when you leave a dead animal out for nature to start toying around with. It arrived to me with maggots in the nose, in the eyes, in the ears, and just everywhere. In the mouth, just filled with maggots. Fuck, it was gross. Holy shit. Ugh, nightmare fuel. Just so fucking gross. But again, I had to skin it, clean it out. Now it's at the tannery, and I will be mounting it. And I told the guy, I was like, there's a very high chance that because it was left like this, there might be like a lot of hair that falls out in the face, which really sucks because that's like the last place you want hair to fall out. But because, you know, flies laid their eggs all in there and there was maggots hatching, rot had obviously set in, and because of that, hair can and probably will fall out there, which sucks. And like, I actually cried that night. Like, I cried hard because it's sad for the animal, you know. If I can't save that hide fully for what he wants done with it, I would never trash the hide, obviously, but like, the amount of disrespect and disregard I felt from that was just intense. It wasn't even like the actual physical process of, you know, trying to skin around a bunch of maggots or crawling all around. It's not that upset me. It was just the negligence and the lack of preparation. Not as clever as the average bear, person. Yeah, it was bad. Like, I was very upset. But the guy obviously didn't know, and when he came in and I talked to him about it, I gave him the lowdown of everything, and he understood. And now, next time he goes out hunting, he knows what not to do, and he knows how to prep it to bring it to a taxidermist without giving that taxidermist a fucking heart attack. Anyway. But yeah, like, a lot of people forget that that's taxidermy. That's what we deal with, is nasty, gross, dead animals, and you get dead animal juice all over yourself, and then, you know, you make something beautiful with it. And that's actually why, like, every single animal I work on that has ever been in my shop, I have, like, personally thanked. Like, dead-ass, out loud, thanked the animal for being here to, you know, provide for me and my family. And then just, like, the honor of being able to preserve it forever, you know? It's a huge honor, and this way, hopefully, you know, they won't haunt me after death, because that would suck, because it's like, bro, I didn't kill you, I'm just trying to help you. Me as the Grim Reaper. I'm not here to. I'm just here to help you, man. Come on, let's go. Beat feet, let's go. Into the underworld with you. I mean, definitely not the underworld. Yeah, I'd be the worst Grim Reaper. I would just be shooting this shit the entire time. It would just get to the point where the person's like, wait, am I actually dying right now? Because you are doing an entire stand-up bit here, my guy. And then if they don't like my stand-up bit, I'll toss them into the depths of hell. So I would definitely be delegated to allow that. I think I'd be a fun Grim Reaper, you know. Keep the party going, keep the fire from dying. Yeah. But yeah. My apologies to anybody who is squeamish, but I can't lie and I don't withhold the truth. Is your nickname Makaria, the goddess of blessed death? I mean, to be fair, my company name literally translates to sweet death, so not far off. My mentor loves my company name so much. I do too. I'm so happy that I came up with it. But it feels very me, you know? It feels very artsy. Because it is Latin. And like everybody around my area is just like deer taxidermy, bear paw taxidermy, blah blah. Meanwhile, I'm like Dulcis Morton taxidermy. Well, technically it's Dulcis Morton taxidermy, but I didn't want to have it be a hard to pronounce thing or confusing at all. I wanted to like still roll off the tongue easily because I don't want people to have to Google something but also try to spell it correctly, you know? Because Dulcis is with a just like CIS, but I made it Chis, so it's like easier. CHIS. Because I just want the average person to be able to easily Google my company and not be like, what the fuck does this mean? I do love it because in emails, you're emailing my company, right? So people actually do write Dear Dulcis, so it's like, Dear Sweet. I'm like, oh, that's cute. But yeah, I think my company name does say a lot about how I view taxidermy and how I run my shop. Fair point, Kissy. Keep it simple, stupid, better for people to remember. Exactly. That's a really good one. Wow. But yeah, because it's like, I know what it means, but, you know, not everybody is gonna know the Latin terms for shit, so like, keep it easy, keep it zippy, keep it simple. Keep it secret, keep it safe. But yeah, because it's like, I'm not dealing with fucking scholars in my field. I'm dealing with just family dudes. We're just trying to get a deer taxidermied and not an entire, I don't know, play of sorts. Dulcis Morton is an experience. It is a way of life. Thank you for being here, Gamification, and thank you for chatting. It really, really helps. No pressure to any of y'all who are watching who are not chatting. That is totally fine. You play the internet your way. But it is nice to be able to bounce off somebody. So, I appreciate you being here and all the support that you've shown throughout all of this time. And the fact that you're still here is awesome to me, so. Yeah, earlier stream died. Like, I tried to, ban that one spam guy, and then, because I banned him on my phone, and I'm streaming off of my phone currently, and my phone was like, no. What the fuck? Why? Why? This is frustrating too, because I upload these VODs to YouTube, and now it's gonna be a two-parter. I'm like, I didn't want that. I didn't want that to be like that at all. The bird is always there for you until you give it to the client. It's true. And dang bots, yeah, they would again. Not only are they distracting, but apparently they have the power to shut down my stream. Self-defense, bro. Damn Twitch. Hush. It's really funny because when I was drawing on stream the other day, I felt so fucking alien because I had not touched that tablet to draw since I played Phasmophobia with my friend like last year. And I was like, damn. It's like I haven't even touched my fucking Apple Pen in forever either. Which, like, even then, I usually just grab it to, like, doodle every once in a while, but, like, it's really good because that means that, you know, I've been doing taxidermy work, and that is ideal. It's what I need to do, so, you know. Sorry the big booba ladies are gonna have to wait. It breaks my heart as much as it breaks yours, trust me. Pen, pineapple, apple pen. I have a pen. I have a apple. Apple pen. Do not fucking underestimate how many times I listened to that little fucking ditty. Too many, probably. Fucking love that video. Have you seen the Ryuk from Death Note version of that? It's so fucking funny. I do love that Nox raided me when I was doing this kind of stream. It seems like a weird thing to throw your followers into. It's like, yeah, we were playing video games. Anyway, go check out this girl in her garage. Have fun with that. Garage girl time. What's up? I love Nox. Sweet kid. It's really funny the amount of times I call adults older than me kiddo and child and sweetie. A sweet baby. In my heart, I am older than everybody. One of the worst parts of life is knowing you can only do one thing at a time. Only one brain, one and maybe two arms. Yeah. Honestly, though. I just know that in an alternate universe somewhere, I am drawing right now, so... Oh, it's fine. Yeah. It also comes with being a jack of all trades, you know? I think that makes it worse. Because it's like I have so many little hobbies and things that I want to do and could be doing, but am not because I'm responsible. I don't have the money for it, to be fair. But like really one of the biggest ones is just I really miss cosplaying so much. But I don't have the funds or the reason to do any of it. Rest in Beppis. I just the fuck? But you know. Eventually we'll get back to it. Good things come to those who wait and work hard. Okay, you know what? At this point, house music is getting a little bit much. I don't need this much of it in my ear anymore. I think I'm gonna go to work early tomorrow, finish my work. Didn't finish them up today. Boo! I mean, are you still dealing with like really big workloads, or is it... What movie has this as its ending? At ending. It's something iconic that I love. That's what it is. Fucking Lara Croft. Knew it. Well, didn't know that, obviously, but knew that I loved it. That actually fucking hurt. Why did I slam my hand like that? Bruh. I'm part of management now, which means I'm on salary. Oh, okay, cool. I mean, is there really any incentive to work super hard?
Okay.
Yeah, I'm fine.
What's that?
I couldn't figure out what this song was from, and then I found it, and I went, oh.
That was scary.
Sorry, I'm okay. Scared my poor wife. Just means I need to make sure everything is up to date, so I have to be self-motivated. Ah, I see. Are you delegating work to people now then? I feel bad that I spooked my wife that bad. Oops. Just got excited. I get excited anytime I think about Angelina Jolie, to be fair. Love that woman. I was like, I knew it was some kind of cheesy fucking early 2000s, 90s movie. Incentive is that I want things to be working because if I slack too much, it affects other people, especially those under me. Gotcha. We're looking out for you and the little guys. I gotcha. So is this something you like see yourself doing for a long time to come, or are you looking for job opportunities elsewhere, or are you just kind of vibing, having a decent time. Stop sticking to my glove, you fucking shit. Thank you. Jesus. Fortunately, I coast through life. I don't particularly care much, but part of me just wants to see things done right, which is why I got promoted. That makes sense. I mean, sometimes that's enough in life, you know? Job stability, being good at what you do, and then, you know, not having somebody chew you out over it all the time. It's pretty solid. If you want to be lazy, you need to be efficient. Very true. Very, very true. Words to live by. Gotta work hard to be lazy. You're far too large. You're better. That's the work part, though I also have to manage people, and people apparently need more managing than I like. Yeah, I feel like the general public is, let's say, more simple than one might like. Most people need a ton of guidance through everything at all times. And it's like, can you please just learn to do it yourself? And it's like, yes, I could, but at the same time, I still need you to hold my hand. It's like, why? It's like, you need confidence to do your shit right, man. Come on. Like, they have conflicts with each other and don't want to help each other. Like, I don't care. I can dislike someone, but for work, I make sure things are done. I'm not going to bring down the crew because I'm salty. Very true. Oh my god. Yeah, petty shit in workspaces, man. Those two don't fucking mix. Don't have to get your feelings all involved in your work, that's for fucking sure. That's the thing, I feel like a lot of people, generally in office environments, are very much like, it's second high school, you know? So it's like they live for that fucking drama and shit, and it's so fucking irritating. It's like, just shut up and do your job so we can all go home at the end of the day and not worry about this. It's like, I just want to fucking chill out and not have to be concerned about whether or not I hurt your sad little baby feelings. But that is why I was fired from an office environment. As I told people they were doing shit wrong. Did not like to hear it. I was like, well, I'm sorry, I am Dutch and I cannot turn that off. It's just the kind of thing where it's like, work is work is work. Like, you could find work almost anywhere and you're gonna find shitty people almost everywhere. So it's like you have to learn to fucking just say whatever, do the work, and then go home. Like, you don't need to make it a he said she said me versus you kind of situation. It's so fucking unnecessary. For some people, that's like their entertainment. That's what they thrive on, is like being dramatic and starting gossip and shit. And it's like, ew. Gross. That was one thing that's always like really bothered me about I got introduced into this friend group, and one of the first introductions to it was we were at a party, and we were at a cabin that we had rented, and this is like my first time really meeting everyone, and literally all the girls like desperately get me to go up into this treehouse area with them, and they just started shitting on one of the girls who was there, just like horribly just shit talking her and like gossiping and shit. I was so uncomfortable. I was like, I do not want to be here, holy fuck. And then after that, the girl they were fucking gossiping about and shitting on was at that cabin. And then after they were done having this little fucking girl powwow of shitting on her, they went to her and were like, oh my god, yeah, we love you. Like, that was my first introduction to that fucking friend group. Oh my god, that should have been a red flag right away. But like, some people love that. I think people think too much. They take their conflicts home with them. I don't think about my coworkers at all when I'm not at work. That's the best way to kind of go about it, you know? It's like you don't exist unless I see you. It was so upsetting, because it was like, I wanted to hang out with my dude friends who were there, and then no, all the girls were like,
Oh my god, you have to, like, girl powwow.
and I was like, oh, I can feel it. I feel like they're gonna proceed to shit on somebody. I wonder who it is. And then, yeah. 20-minute shit talk session. Only to go up to that girl later and be like, oh my god, we love you. We love being around you. I was like, this is fucking disgusting. What the hell? I was like, I just wanted to hang out with my bros, man. I don't want none of this girl shit in my life. To be fair, I also, after that point, was not, like... I tried to stay out of all of that gossip as much as possible. It was just, ugh. And, like, it kind of hurt me because I wouldn't get, like, invited to their girls' nights and stuff, but at the same time, I'm like, I hate that shit. I hate, like, if I can't bring my wife with me because he's male, then I don't want to be there, you know? Like, that's not the environment I want to put myself in. That's fucking annoying. Middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I think part of the reason why I didn't really fit into that group was just because I have an aversion to continuing to gossip about people, you know? Because it's like, we would bitch about people from another friend group, and we're like, yeah, they're shitty people who have, like, a lot of, you know, issues that they're not addressing and should address. But, like, past that, I'm like, I try really hard not to talk about other people when they're not there to defend themselves or anything like that. It fucking sucks and it's gross. It's like, you're a grown-ass adult. Fucking... If you got a problem with somebody, just fucking say it to their face, man. Like, it's not that fucking hard. It's funny because it's like, I don't think that people think that Alan and I are being like fully open and honest about everything because we don't like, you know, Alan and I don't keep secrets. We don't like hide shit from people. We like talking about ourselves and we like talking about all aspects of our life. So we don't hide things from people. And I think that's weird to some people. I think a lot of people aren't used to people just saying everything and not hiding anything from anybody. I think that is a more rare thing to come by through my experience. The people that I get along with best are that way. Like everything out in the open, just talking about everything and not like feeling the need to censor yourself or anything like that. So who wants to be fucking in a kind of friendship where you have to censor yourself all the time? It doesn't make sense to me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4. These plates are wider than I want them to be. That was off again. I don't know. I feel like people are more interesting when they're being completely honest. And do a lot more learning from a person who speaks their whole fucking truth than people who withhold shit. I also don't understand why some people feel the need to keep shit from their friends. It's like, do you not trust them? Why be around people that you can't be around, you know? I think I'm gonna finish off this clay, lay it down, and then I'll call it a stream. I'm happy though. There was a lot of people in here today. Of course, with the help of Knox. But I still feel like there was all my regular peeps came in and hung out, and it was grand. And again, I apologize if anybody followed me during this time and I didn't see it because I don't have any notifications on currently, and I am in my I'm in my garage. What am I gonna do? I don't have my PC in here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good times, good chats. Yes, good times and chats to be had for all. Ooh. Yeah, like even on the internet, I probably say more about my life than most people would. Like through streaming and everything like that, I'm blatantly clear and honest about everything that I fucking talk about. And I think a lot of people, I think more people have an aversion to like talking about mental health and stuff like that fully honestly online, just because I feel like people think that people are going to weaponize it against them or something. But it's like, if you're the one bringing it up and talking about it and being open and honest with it, then like, what are people going to do? How are people going to hurt you with that? Like if somebody's like, haha, you're fucking crazy, I'm like, yeah, and okay, cool, good job, you figured it out. Not like I've said it personally multiple times. That's the thing, is like people can only hurt you with the things that you let them hurt you with. Because it's like, how much do strangers on the internet really matter in your day-to-day? And I mean, like, day-to-day isn't, like, out and about in the world. Like, if you're an online personality, sure, you're gonna be pretty involved in what strangers are about and, like, who likes you and shit like that. But, like, when you're out getting a coffee or some shit and, like, just chilling out and all that shit, don't really think anybody's gonna give a single flying fuck about who you are or what you do. I'd actually be terrified if somebody recognized me in person. They're like, oh my god, I watch your streams. I'd be like, oh my god, no. You know, TBH, I'd probably just say I don't stream. I don't like being approached by strangers, okay? I don't. I'm not the kind of person who can easily start up conversation with a person I don't know. I wish I was that kind of person, but I'm not. I've had plenty of conversations with strangers before, but, you know, I'm not dying to be the one to make a connection with somebody. And usually my strangers' interactions are generally dudes trying to hit on me, so. Can't see us, so it's like you're chatting with a bird that you know very well. I know. I'm just having a huge little. I'm just having a nice big old conversation with me and my bird. There's my bird friend. Me and my bird, we lay it all down on the field. I do that sometimes though, and I like have to stop myself. I start like talking to the animal that I'm working on, and I'm like, now I just look like a fucking basket case. And I'm like, it was a living creature before, you know, it's not that crazy. At least to me. This bird blows. This bird knows a lot about me now. When I send him home, I hope he doesn't chat to his owner about all the things that I've said. Right, mister? It's between you, me, and these guys, alright? Deep and meaningful with the bird's foot, yes. All of my thoughts and my feelings and energies are in your feet now, sir. Okay, this glove is getting far too sticky. Holy fuck. That's what she said. I don't know if I like this. Fuck. I can fix it later. So I try not to smile. Shh, it's fine. It's fine. It's between you, me, and the bird. You, me, and the feet. You know, I just hope I add like a little niche, unique aspect to the average internet streamer, you know? Try to keep things interesting. Nothing keeps you more on your toes than working on toes. knife. Better. And you all succeeding? Yes. Thank you. I appreciate it. And I wouldn't be here offering dumb content without y'all supporting me. So I appreciate it. I appreciate the fact that my community is small and that, you know, I get to have these nice little chats with you guys and, you know, the chat's not flying by at 1,000,000 miles a minute and y'all have to pay me in order for me to see what you're saying. Sounds hard. I've had streaming friends who are like that, who have such a big following and a big chat that they like miss your messages all the time. I get really sad. I'm like, oh, I guess I'll leave. Bye. I'll help you see it through. 'Cause I just really wanna be with you. Chat is moving so slowly that I can't hide the fact that my room is a mess. Lol. That's the thing. I like being able to just hang out and shoot the shit with y'all and, you know, answer questions that you may have or, you know, commentate on things without having to rely on super chatters and stuff. And my chat doesn't attack itself and each other. It's great. I want this to stay a nice, chill environment where we can just enjoy life. I have to remember that I can sculpt onto this, anything that I don't like. There's a few spots in that I'm not a big fan of, and that means that I should actually put the clay down and tackle it again tomorrow. Not that it looks really bad, but just not my standard. So finish off this small little ball of clay and then I shall head to bed and join my way. God, these gloves are so fucking sticky right now. Ugh. Stop. Driving me crazy. I'm also getting too ahead of myself because, like, I now have done the top of the toes multiple times, so my brain is still wired to like do that right now. But I need to do the small stuff first, and then go from there. Okay, this is like impossible now. Fuck it, I'm done. Done. Cool, we got one foot down, got part of the next foot down. And that is just about as much as I can ask for right now. But I will bring you guys in one more time to show where we are now. So, feet. This one's all done. Looking good. And then we are starting this side, did this, did that area. I'm not very happy with how I've done this right now, but you know, I can fix it later, tomorrow, with a fresh new outlook on life. But what was I gonna say? if y'all like video games and VTubing and consistent schedule streaming, then go follow Nox DM, the guy who raided me. Gross, my hands are messy. Yeah, go give him a follow. He does a bunch of community shit all the time. He's super fun and being nice. And then also my boy Astro, we're trying to get him to affiliate, so Astro Monster X if you just want to shoot him a follow, and then if he goes live, just pop his stream up in the background, even if you don't watch it or you're not interested at that time. Please do stream his stream so that we can get him there. And yeah, that's it, I guess. That's it for today. So I hope you guys have a lovely night. Thank you so much for being here. And like I said earlier, anybody who followed me who I didn't thank, I apologize. I can't see the follows. And I hope to see you guys again soon. Probably will. I'm gonna do these accountability streams more, just so that I can have you guys there. Cause like it really helps that I don't have my phone to touch. Like it's, you guys are there and that's stuck, so I can't touch it, so I can't look at anything else. And yeah, anyway, I'm done simping over you guys. Okay, whatever. Psh, I'm out. All right. Good night. Good night. Okay? Take care. I love you guys. Have fun. Bye-bye.